Have you imagined what it's like to be stranded in an island away from home and family? Well, meet this Dubai-based Indian couple who was stuck in Maldives during their honeymoon in the month of March for 90 days.
I'm Riya.
And I'm Rohan.
And we got stuck in Maldives for 90 days because of the coronavirus pandemic. And here's the story.
So we booked our tickets, this is back in Jan, we had booked our tickets for the month of March, and back then there was almost no news or very less news about Corona. A week or two before we took off, the news started to build up and we started to hear more about the spread of the virus.
Once the COVID-19 situation started cropping up, Riya and Rohan's parents had insisted them to cancel their trip and were not very happy when they had left. And eventually when the parents got to know that the couple had no way to come back, they were even more worried as the time span stretched to 3 months.
So Maldives was as well going into a lockdown, and all the islands were as well going to a lockdown. So island to island commute was not allowed anymore. We started panicking because we saw a lot of nationalities going back to their respective home countries, and the number of the guests and the crowd started decreasing day by day, and we were getting a little scared as to where will we go after the resort shuts down. We don't know where to go. However, by the end of the month, when the resort did shut down, they moved us to another resort, another island which was much closer to the main city.
Riya and Rohan were shifted to another resort close to Malé Airport, which had turned into a government facility. And while they had come on a fixed budget for their honeymoon, the couple spent almost 65,000 dirhams for both of them, inclusive of their stay at the containment area and their 2 flight costs back to Dubai.
During this entire panic time that we faced, we tried to get in touch with multiple different agencies, authorities, embassies, officials, high commissions, the Indian High Commission, the Maldivian government, to see what are the options that we have on the table and who it is that can help us out in this situation.
Spending time in an unknown country without any resources can be quite challenging and frustrating, but the couple was lucky enough to have a laptop with them so they could binge watch on movies. However, Rohan and Riya managed to spend a lot of time getting to know each other, and this was probably one of the best parts about their lockdown.
I recollect that it came to a point where we used to spend a good portion of our day looking at the sea, and we actually started to name fishes because of how frequently we saw similar fishes.
Stingrays and fish and sharks.
So we had names set for
We
them.
had company, we were not alone.
That's what it came down to.
The couple also talks about their struggles that they had to face during their time of stay, which was the real test for them.
There was a big problem with the food coming into the resort because there was very limited supply. So it was literally the same thing that we kept having, with a few dishes changing here and there for 3 months.
Riya and Rohan were very thankful for the Indian government for their services as they sent Navy ships and flights to Maldives. The couple was waiting for UAE to send the repatriation flights, but they realized that India was sending flights to Maldives even sooner, so they took the leap and headed to Mumbai.
So when we reached Mumbai, we had to quarantine in a hotel for around 7 days. After 7 days of hotel quarantine, we had to shift to home quarantine. However, when we reached Mumbai, 1 or 2 days later, we learned that charter options had opened up.
There were no commercial flight options heading to UAE from India, and there were only charter flights available. So the couple created a group for all the people stranded in Mumbai and who wanted to head back to UAE.
So what we did was we basically created a group for residents specifically stuck in Mumbai. It started off with about 5 people, and it went up to about 250 people people stuck only in Mumbai. Everyone was in a situation where some people experienced, let's say for example, travel agents trying to make money off people in a desperate situation. So it was difficult to gain the trust of everyone and make them understand and believe that yes, this charter option does exist and it is a viable option that we all can take. Finally, we did manage to get 12 other people because it was a 14-seater flight. We managed to get 12 other people on board, finally.
And by the 25th of June, we flew out of Mumbai back to Dubai.
And the only message that I think both of us would want to give out to everyone, I think mainly to those who are still stuck, not just in India but all over the world and can't get back to their homes, is to keep your hopes up, and hopefully you guys will get back home soon, just like us.
Please, please, please stay safe.
Stay safe.
Thank you.